Hi there! Welcome everybody to episode 3. I just realized my mic wasn't on and I'm doing weird things with my fingers. This is my finger. This is my thumb. Never mind. Welcome everybody to episode number 3 of Anime SHIYOU. Just right up there. It's the new name for the show. Let's Anime. More or less. That's the rough translation. Welcome everybody. I am your host. My name is Abner. Hey, field medic, I see you there. I think I know you. I'm pretty sure. And Jay, yes, you can hear me. I just turned on my microphone. Sorry about that. Hope we got some other people there too. I'm told a couple more people are supposed to make their way here who were here last week. And I know, Jay, you were there last week. Field medic, welcome to the show. Chime in whenever you want, just in chat. I'll be keeping an eye on things there. We're supposed to get some more returnees from last time that who told me on Twitter they were going to show up. So hopefully they're either in chat or lurking or watching or something. So to everybody in chat, hey there, I'll get to you shortly. Go ahead and type in there, and everybody else who's watching, all you lurkers out there, I can see you. Yeah. I see you. I have drones going. No, I don't. I don't do any kind of drones. So anyway, welcome to the show. We're at episode 3. Haru, there you are. Hello, Haru. Everybody in chat, say hi to Haru. Haru, say hi to everybody. Anyway, and all you lurkers, see, you're not having any fun. You're supposed to be in chat, and it's gonna be a big party. But we'll get to that soon. Anyway, party. Hello, Haru. Nice to have you here. By the way, I'm attempting to help Haru do some Japanese translation from my rudimentary Japanese. I managed 2 questions from an interview, which it'll eventually we'll finish it. So I'm trying to help her out. So I know I'm slow, Haru. I do apologize. Gomen nasai. See, there's my rudimentary Japanese for you. So anyway, so episode 3 of Let's Anime SHIYOU. And oh, look, I'm gonna just sit here and greet people on chat right now. Amber, hello. How nice to have you on the show. Say hello to everybody in chat. And I think May, Wondrous May, who was here last week too, said she was supposed to be coming onto chat. So we'll welcome her when we see her in chat. Everybody say hi. Hello. So anyway, so we'll get those. Gomez, sorry. You're okay. You're okay. Delta Sierra. Okay, everybody. Delta Sierra, we're here. Is at the very first stream that I did, which was about 3 weeks ago, I think. She was here briefly. Hey there, Delta. I happen to know Delta, and I know Jay personally. Yes, and Amber and Haru I know from Twitter. So if you guys are paying attention, yeah, go ahead, chat betwixt the amongst of you. So anyway, so just the gang's all here. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk some Bandori. Yes. Meantime, speaking of Bandori, you guys who were here last week for the unboxing, check it out. Oh yeah, look at that, Kasumi. I got Kasumi t-shirt right there, and of course, my awesome towel. Look at that. Oh, I'm just gonna, yeah, look at that. There, Saya, Kasumi, Otai, Rin, Saya, and Arisa. Of course, you can't forget Arisa, because I mean, after all, look at that. Look at how cute she is. Look at that. Everybody's favorite tsundere. I don't think she is. She's shy about expressing her feelings, however you want to say it. But anyway, part from the haul from last time. Yeah, so I am joyous and happy about that. So anyway, we'll get to more of that in just a minute. So let's dive into the show. We'll dive into the show. This is for Jay. Jay, last week we were talking about the live action Cowboy Bebop, and you wanted to know some more info about it, so I got it here for you. So it turns out that the live action is going to be actually a Netflix production, or something that's going to end up on Netflix. I didn't quite catch who the production company is, but John Cho is attached to the project, and you know John Cho, he was in, was it Harold and Kumar, but most importantly he was in Star Trek. He was the new Hikaru Sulu. So he's going to be playing, I think he's supposed to be playing Spike Siegel. I didn't get all the details, but they've got him in there. They've got the Corgi, which I think is one of the characters in the show, and I'm gonna say that because, well, we'll get to that later. That's gonna be in the anime section. But anyway, so apparently, as of, I'm looking at my notes here. See, I have a script. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I made the logo myself. That's pretty. That's actually this is blank. This is a prop. This is a prop, guys. I can hold it up and say I have a script right there, and it's also actually all my notes are on this piece of paper. But anyway, so neither here or there. So anyway, as it turns out, as of March 15th of this year, of 2021, they wrapped up the production on season 1 of Cowboy Bebop. So I'm sure they're in post-production right now. So probably another, I would expect three months, maybe 3 to 6 months. I don't know how quickly they're doing things now, you know, given COVID and all that stuff in terms of production. But they've just finished season 1 of the show. I don't know if there's supposed to be more than one season. I'm sure it's probably already been picked up for like 6 seasons now, considering how things are going nowadays. Yeah, well, it's The Witcher. We're gonna have 12 seasons. Great, awesome. More Henry Cavill. But anyway, so season 1 is wrapped up production as of March. So I'm sure maybe later this summer, end of summer, maybe in time for the fall season. So there you go, Jay. There's updates on that. If you want, I can keep you updated on that. I can be your it's not just a movie. No, it looks like they're doing an entire show. Yeah. Well, speaking of anime adaptations by Hollywood, I suppose that can be a topic we can touch on if we have time. We'll take it up in the anime section of the show. But yeah. Well, yeah, the live actions, I don't know. Live actions tend to be kind of odd, especially if Hollywood has anything to say about it. Now, I know I've seen bits and pieces of Japanese studios live action versions of anime. I think I caught a bit of Full Metal Alchemist, and that looked kind of interesting. I didn't watch a whole lot of it, so I can't quite go into any detail of exactly how much of it was like the anime, but it seemed to have the I think I watched about 10 minutes of it, and then I got sidetracked with something else. But anyway, what I saw seemed to have the flavor of it, of the anime, but there wasn't a whole lot. There wasn't enough that I can grasp on, so I can't quite check that one out. And yes, Erased did Netflix did the Erased live action. I just saw that on my Netflix feed, and I saw the anime. So I'm kind of curious about that one. I'll probably check out the anime and then check out the live action and see how do we do. What's the consensus there. And so Field Medic is telling us hit or miss, although to be fair, what I've seen of Japanese live action are like that too. Yeah, there is some of that where it can be hit or miss. I think most of it will probably depend on the studio, who's involved in it, and how much of an involvement they have, and what they're allowed to get away with. Because I mean, the Deadpool movie, Ryan Reynolds had his idea, he knew what he wanted in there, and for all intents and purposes, from what I read of the the comic book. I read the Deadpool series. That was I guess it was the redo that they did back in the late 90s. I read about the first 20 issues of that, and Reynolds' Deadpool is pretty much spot on to what the character is. So yeah, there. Oh, Ayako, hey, I know you. Rurouni Kenshin live action is good. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to check that out because I saw that pop up on my Twitter feed. Guys, Ayako, who you see in chat, say hello to him. He's a fan subber, Bandori fan subber, who likes Sumu Sumu. If you know who that is, then you know who I'm talking about. Risa Sumugi, who plays Chu on Bang Dream, starting in season 2. She's the DJ of Reza Swilin, Raz. So Ayako, welcome to the chat. Good to see you, dude. Love the podcast that you did with Vic and Tai. That was cool stuff. So Rurouni Kenshin, I will have to check that out. So anyway, so that's Cowboy Bebop. Well, I'm sure I can pop up with some other additional bits that may show up in terms of that news. So Jay, stay tuned. We'll see what we can do about keeping you posted on that, and I'm sure you'll probably get some feeds on it. Yeah. Thanks for lurking, Ayako. And no, Jay, I have not heard anything about the live action Attack on Titan. Anybody in chat want to take care of that one? So yeah, if you know, let her know. Attack on Titan is going to be one of those things that I'm going to talk about in the anime section coming up soon, which we'll get to. So let's see here. We'll continue with what I've got. So last week I had mentioned a Twitter person that I was following who's a voice actress named Deneen, who started her own anime Twitch stream, and the first topic of her show was Akira. She was going to do a whole discussion. I have not heard whether that's actually aired yet, or streamed, or if it has streamed, where I can find it. I did not quite see it on my Twitter feed this last week, so I'll find out some information for that for you guys. And check my Twitter feed, and when I find something, I'll retweet that info. But anyway, I think if you remember last time, I was talking about, wouldn't it be cool, simply because she said they were going to do Akira, if at conventions we have a call and response game. Do you guys remember this? The whole Kaneda Tetsuo, Kaneda Tetsuo, back and forth while people are waiting in line, pretty much, I would think. Either in line outside the con, or in line for a panel. We'll get two groups, two sets of lines going Akira, or not, sorry, Kaneda Tetsuo, Kaneda Tetsuo, Kaneda Tetsuo. And then I was thinking that I forgot to bring up last week, wouldn't it be cool if after that everybody launched into a flash mob dance doing the Haruhi Suzumiya end credit dance? Wouldn't that be cool? Or even better than that, the idol dance from Beyond the Boundary. You know that one when they're facing off against a big eyeball thing that likes the whole weird thing? That would be cool. Or even better, the Chika dance from Kaguya-sama, from the end credits of episode 2, because that's just cute. Come on, Chika is cute. She's kind of an airhead and just completely out there, but I thought she was funny, and I enjoyed whenever she showed up especially in season 1 of Kaguya-sama. I've not yet gotten to season 2. Don't spoil it for me. I'm gonna get there pretty soon. Of course, I actually want to learn. If there's a dance I want to learn, I really want to learn the dance for Tachiagare from Wake Up Girls, because I've seen the videos for that. The whole CGI bit and I think there was a live video that they did from one of the I guess it's one of the lives that they had, and that just looks like fun, and the song is fun anyway. I'd like to learn that dance. I got part of it, and that, and anyway, never mind. I can't do the feet. I'm not going to stand up right now. I'm hooked up to the computer. So I think we should do that at anime cons. We have the call and response, and then we have a flash mob dance of some favorite, end credit sequence dance routine. So just a couple of additions that I wanted to make after one of the announcements I made last week. I think I noted that the Killing Slimes anime had added to their cast, one of whom was Ito Ayasa, who plays Arisa on Bang Dream. But it turns out too, I was reading the rest of that report, we've got a couple more Bandori connections in coming up in new episodes for the show. So Ito Miko is also going to play one of the new characters, who of course Ito plays Kokoro from Hello Happy World, everybody's favorite backflip doing, just out of this world person, crazy blonde, and her black suit brigade. Anyway, and also joining the cast is Ozawa Ari, who plays Hina, one of the members of Pasupare, Pastel Pellets. Field Medic, yes, 300 Years Killing Slimes, which is currently running, I think they're on episode 6 or 7 right now on Crunchyroll. So yeah, Arisa is going to be joining them, so will Kokoro, and so will Hina will be joining the cast as some upcoming characters. And having said that, because we've noted the Bandori connection, it's time for Alright, here we go. Okay, so first thing in this little section, it's going to be all about Bandori goodness. As I said, I have the t-shirt. I have the t-shirt. It is so awesome. I got the towel. Let me get the towel. The towel right there. Yes. The part of this, the stuff that I got last week. I'm also supposed to get according to a notification I got, I'm getting some Roselia cards, the Edelrose cards that are on the Bushiroad site. They're coming it's supposed to be coming technically today, but I may get it Monday or Tuesday. So I'm kind of jazzed about that. So that's going to be fun. So here we go. Bandori appreciation time. So first thing, you guys might have known, but last week I reported, based on reports that I got, that Achan Ozaki Yuka had tested positive for COVID last week, and then just this week on my tweets I found out that she retested negative. So she's again, I think the report said that she was under doctor's care and they were watching her, and otherwise everything looks pretty good. So how about that? Bandori defeats COVID. Yeah, that is awesome. Okay, so good for her. Congratulations, Ozaki-san. Omedeto. So birthdays. We just passed one birthday. Karachi Ryochi Pareo from Roz. Hey, there you go. All you Roz fans out there. Ayako, I'm kind of looking at you because you like Chew. But anyway, so Pareo just had her birthday on the 22nd, and then coming up, because, and I kind of like this, and you guys are probably know from the first stream why I enjoy this. On June 1st, our birthday girl is going to be Tomita Maho. Now, Bandori-related, because we know we've got Bandori people in Review Starlight, Review of Birthdays. And she's, of course, one of the cast members, our very own Tendo Maya, Position Zero. Anyway, so maho-nee's birthday is June 1st. She's actually going to have a birthday show on her channel, the Maho channel, the day before on the 31st. And I say this is really cool because my birthday's in June. My birthday's in June 3rd, and yeah, they celebrate. Oh, what's this? Ayako, during the, yes, I heard about that, Ayako. Yeah, I heard. That must have been that must have been a blast. I wish those show up on our end of the world, and but I'm sure there's probably some footage floating around on Twitter, which I will check out. I think I saw some pictures on my feed earlier today about her, and most of the text was like "birthday girl" or "omedetou," so "tanjobi omedetou." So anyway, so happy birthday to Pareo, and upcoming happy birthday to maho-nee. So like I said, she's gonna celebrate with a birthday show on her channel the day before, and she's got guests, one of whom is Sugiyama Satomi, who is a Japanese actress. I'm not familiar with her stuff, but the other guest is I. Yay! And of course, all of you know, which we'll get to shortly. I won't spoil it for that. So, and then today on Twitter, the Maho channel admins announced that birthday goods were on sale for maho-nee at the Sun's Entertainment Store, starting 6 p.m. JST on the 22nd, which was 2 a.m. our time here Pacific, and they've got a lot of merchandise there, including photos of I and Sugiyama Satomi, and then get this, which I think is kind of funny and a little making, because shortly after that announcement, their Twitter feed from the channel PR people said around 2:30 a.m. PST, a notice from Sun's Entertainment that payment service has, quote, repelled the use of credit cards, and we have confirmed multiple refunded orders, end quote. So, guy, come on, guy, I was gonna spring some money and maybe get some pictures. So, fix it. I'm looking at you, Sun's Entertainment. Fix it now. Bandori demands. How about that? Bandori demands, huh? Yeah. Okay. So speaking of of course everybody knows about today premiere episode of ROSELIA 1. The Promise is now available on pay-per-view stream. And I'm gonna put the link to that stream where you can actually purchase the event. It's at roselia.eventive.org, and I'll put that on the show notes at the end of today's stream. So it's going to be available from today or yesterday in Japan until August 22. Hachigatsu no if reference. If you get that, you're golden. You know exactly where my brain goes. So that's part 1 of episode of ROSELIA. Part 2 is going to be available starting, let's see here, July 24th, and that's going to run until October 24th. And episode 1 will be available from yesterday until August 22nd, which is what I said. And unfortunately, the stream is only U.S. and Canada, so I didn't see anything about any other countries. May, Haru, Ayako, if you know anything, let the folks know in chat, and or if you know where to find that information, let us know in chat. That would be fun, because I know you guys are elsewhere in the world, and not the entire world is not just the US and Canada. So anyway, so for that particular stream on Eventive, if you happen to be in the continental United States and Canada and you want to check it out, hop over there. It's $20 US per movie, and yes, I did buy both parts, and I will be waiting to. I'm going to wait for both of them to drop and then watch an entire weekend worth of ROSELIA, because that'll be fun. And then speaking of more live streams coming up, we've got the Bang Dream Girls Talk Party on June 6th. And they're actually going to broadcast. I know it's supposed to be streaming to pay, but there's supposed to be a portion of it that the Twitter info said will be on YouTube. So I'm hoping to catch that. That's going to be June 6th at 6 p.m. JST, live streaming with announcements about upcoming Bandori movies. They're going to have Poppy Pa, ROSELIA, Amita from Pasupare, Amensu from Morphonica, and Rachel from Raz. They're doing some announcements, and that's going to be on the Bandori YouTube channel. June 6th is, again, that first week of my birthday. I'm just going to have so much fun with Bandori. Kasumi, yay. All right, I just have to. I'm having fun. I just got this shirt. This is my first anime shirt, not counting the Nausicaa shirt that I was wearing on the first stream. And of course, so I'm having fun. I'm having fun with this. Oh, and then the other thing that I got last week that I told you, I think I mentioned, or if you were here, I got a sweatshirt, Poppy Puss sweatshirt, which is, it's elsewhere. I'll bring it out. I'll bring it out next stream, and I'll show you guys. It's really cool. So anyway, Bang Dreams Girls Talk Party, and then of course, as we know, Raz is having their tour at all the Zepp musical halls. Technically yesterday's was at the Zepp Haneda. There's another one. Yes, Field Medic. I am living my best life. Yes, yes, yes. Yay! Yay! Look at that! Look at that! Anyway, okay, so yes, they're having their Zepp tour. Yesterday was at the Zepp Haneda. June 2nd will be the Zepp Nagoya, and then the 30th will be the Zepp Namba. And of course, as we all know, the other announcement is the Bang Dream 9th Live from, get this, the Fuji-Q Highland Conifer Forest, which I guess the previous live was there too, but really, a conifer forest. They're having a concert in a friggin' forest. Anyway, that's just cool. That's on 4 separate occasions, 2 days in August and 2 days in November. The first group is going to be Poppy and Roselia, and then September we'll find Roz and Morphonica doing a concert. And of course, since we mentioned Roselia, we're going to have to do this next part, my favorite, and I hope yours, but I know all those people who know exactly who I happen to fancy is a little section I like to call Cho Seiyu Sanjo, otherwise known as, well, I like to call it Ojo-sama, the outstandingly joyful and overenthusiastically unbelievable society of I and maho-nee appreciation. And because, you know, I think most of you have seen this when I streamed the first night. I gotta play this again just because it's a lot of fun. The music is great, and I actually, seriously, I watch this at least once or twice a week and just giggle myself silly. So I'm gonna share the giggling with you right now. Here we go. I love those two. Seriously. I think they're friggin' hilarious. I've said before that the two of them should really be a comedy team. They're their own manzai. Oh, and I'm looking at chat right now. Laura, hello! Welcome back to the show, Laura. If you guys were here last week, say hello to Laura. Chat, Laura, chat. We've got some new faces in there. We've got Ayako, we've got Field Medic. Laura was in chat last week. It's great to have you. Nice of you to show up. Enjoy the show. Yes, epic show, Poppy Pie and Roselia. I think that would be awesome. I would love to, if that was streamed somehow and they could sell pay-per-view and I could sit here and watch that. Yes, that would be awesome. That would be friggin' opposite. Now, having said that, I play that again because that is so cool. So here they are. I gotta show them in action. If you guys haven't seen this, little quick context. So this is from episode 1. They have a show on Nico Nico, which of course I subscribe to, as well as Maho Channel, and Open Rec TV, Iba Derby. Yes, of course. Yeah, you should know by now I'm going to be supporting these two ladies. So anyway, yes, thank you, Jay. Adorbs. Yes. So here's even more adorbs. This is awesome. This is from episode 1 of I Love Pro Wrestling, which is a show, the two of them talking about wrestling, and then they bring in other seiyus. Usually, I think most of them are from Review Starlight. I think the majority of them are from Review Starlight that they both work with, and then they talk about wrestling and do wrestling related topics. But the first episode, they're basically introducing the format of the show, talking about wrestling basics, what goes on, and in this little sequence that I'm gonna play, I has just finished talking about her 2 years that she spent with Actress Girls when she was a pro wrestler under the name Harima Yuki. Hari. Anyway, that's a joke that goes on during the show. I thought I'd adopt it as my own because it's I maho I. However, I like I maho. I maho-nee. Anyway, so in this little sequence, they've just been talking, and they've gone through some emails from some people, and at one point, is just finishing talking, and then Maho happens to look over, and I guess they've got a couple of monitors set up just out of frame, and somebody mentioned something in comments during the stream, and looks at Maho and says, "What are you talking?" And what's going on? And Maho giggles and mentions that somebody points out they've got the boxing gong, the ring bell, the bell like a ding ding that they play in between rounds of boxing, sitting in the middle between the two of them. And I think the comment was, "Is something going to happen with that bell?" Now, the rest of the time, is going to try and describe and talk about some serious stuff, and the only thing on Maho's mind is the bell. Here, have a look. This is friggin' hilarious. Again, this is another one that I play multiple times the week. Here we go.
いうことで何いや手元のゴングが気になって仕方ないって感じですこれいつ鳴らそうまだもう鳴らすべきだったいつでも鳴らしていいの待ってちょっと待って言うから待ってということで私がね大好きなプロレスの魅力を知ってもらいたくてみんなにもね好きになってほしいなんでプロレスが楽しいプロレスを知らない人でもプロレスをねどうやってなんで好きになったかもうそういうプロレスを知らない人にも知ってる人にもプロレスの魅力を改めて知ってほしいという番組を始めていきたいと思いますではいきますよ2人でこのゴングを鳴らしましょう富田アイバイナ富田真帆の I love プロレスリング始まるよあいた違うもっと気持ちいい音が良かったちょっとびっくりしたなんなの今のさもっとさカーってなるじゃん今の何カツンっていうこのなんか脳に響く感じの地味な音
I'm sorry, that gets me every single time, especially not just Maho's expression, but Ai's expression. It looks like if she didn't catch herself leaning over to one side, I think she would have fallen off the chair onto the floor, and even more laughs. It's like that it's like that one gif of the baby laughing and then falls over, which gets me every time. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes, Haru, she is pretty strong. I mean, I'm sure part of it is just Maho just working that element of trying to go. But I mean, I'll have to show you another one where they're arm wrestling, which is really fun. But anyway, so oh, Stuka, hey everybody in chat, here comes Stuka and Jay. They know each other. They're a couple. He's listening. Thank you for listening. Welcome to chat. Guys, everybody in chat, say hi to Stuka, everybody in chat, and I think you probably recognize some names from last time. New folks in chat this week are Field Medic, and Stuka, I'm sure you're going to appreciate Field Medic, and Field Medic, I'm sure you'll appreciate Stuka Down. I'm sure you'll get the reference, and of course, Ayako, who I talked about last stream. He's one of the Bandori fan subbers. So he's one of the new folks in here, and you probably remember Laura, and Haru is in here. May is supposed to be joining us, but I've not seen her yet, so hopefully she shows up in here too. And I think, who else? I'm just gonna go back and see who else we have. Delta Sierra, Delta, Jay, and Stuka know each other, so everybody say hello, and we'll continue. So anyway, yes, I love that little sequence, and I'm just having it's just so much fun watching the two of them. Anytime they're on a stream, anything can happen, and something's inevitably going to happen, and it's just gonna things will get turned on its ear. So anyway, so that ends the Ojo-sama, the Society of II and maho-nee Appreciation. So I wanted to do real quick chat because of the podcast that Ayako was part of last time, that I talked about last time. I decided to think, well, besides talking about one element of Bandori fan subbing and my little section of the show that's basically Bandori appreciation for the most part, I was thinking, are there any other places online or any other podcasts who have Bang Dream, Bandori adjacent, Bandori related as part of their mainstream? And I was only able to find two podcasts. One of them, I think both of them have a YouTube version that they have, and then one specifically just on podcast alone. So the first one was called Bushiverse Podcast, and that's a relatively new one. I was able to find one episode that popped up on YouTube, and I guess they started sometime in January, February this year, and it's two gals. I believe that's the one I'm talking about. If I get it wrong and people know out there, let me know. Don't tell them. That's my goof. The other one, pardon me, folks. The other one was another podcast called the Garu Podcast. And this has 2 episodes out, and it looks like it started sometime 2 years ago, January of 2019, at least as far as I can tell. And I think for the most part, they deal specifically with the rhythm game, the mobile game. Not so much, and they do, all the, I think they go through walkthroughs. They show you the lives as you play, and then some of the band stories that go through. So it's not so much of the anime, more sort of the game, but at least it's out there. I'm just doing everything, anything related to it, the game, the lives, the anime, the SHIYOUs, again, Bandori related as adjacent. We'll talk about everybody who's affiliated with it, hence maho-nee. And so those are the only other Bushi or Bandori related podcasts that I know. If you know of some, let me know. I would love to reach out to them because, wouldn't it be cool if we were all kind of like adopted by Bushiroad? And then the beginning of our show would be Bushimo, brought to you by Bushiroad and Craft Egg, who's the company that makes the mobile game. But anyway, I think that would be really cool. So there's my dream, to be sponsored by Bushiroad and have this affiliated there. Legendary Anime JP Fan 2. What up, bro? I wonder if this is who I think it is. If it is, give me a thumbs up. If you're swole, if that's never mind, guys. All right. And if it's not, it's somebody else I know. Hello, Legendary Anime JP Fan 2. Welcome to chat. Legendary Anime JP Fan 2. Say what up, bro. Watching Arm Girl Machiav. Oh, okay. I've heard of that one. I hadn't picked up on it. I think I was watching Princess Principal? That was the what is it? The kind of steampunk one, which has a movie sequel, I think. It's either a movie sequel coming out that I saw about or a second season. But anyway, that one's kind of cool. Princess Principal. It's kind of a neat little steampunk world anime. So I mean, the first time I've seen steampunk, you've got everything. You've got mecha. You've got cyberpunk. I mean, with was it Akuma Drive? I'm probably messing that up. But also, you've got Appleseed, has very much elements of cyberpunk. Bubblegum Crisis, classic cyberpunk mecha hard suit. But anyway, but yeah, I think Princess Principal was the first time I saw steampunk being done, and I hope hopefully somewhere they'll be doing some more of that. So speaking of Bandori, Tsukihime, I don't know if I've seen that one. I'm gonna write that one down. Thank you, legendary anime JP fan. More fun stuff to check out. But I know about Armed Girl Machiavellianism. So I will check this out. So this is a story. It's Bandori, so I'm going to talk about it. And I was hoping May was going to be in here because I was going to tell her about it. But she's not here. Maybe I should wait until she gets here. Or I'll just tell it here and then tell it to her a different time. So what I told May at one point was, and I think it was in reference to, she had posted a link to videos, The Road to Bang Dream, which was the formation of poppin'party up to their first couple of lives, as the anime came out, as the group formed, as they brought in the Tsukihime is from the same company who makes the Fate series. Oh, that's another one that is on my to watch list. Ayako just pointed out the Fate, and I can't remember which one I'm supposed to start with, but I'm gonna pick one. If you can tell me which one I should start with best, I will definitely check it out and bring it up as a topic in the anime section. But anyway, so Road to Bang Dream, there was a section in there where they were interviewing the SHIYOU, Aimi, Rimi, Arisa, Sae, and Ayaka, and they happened to be wearing their Hanajo uniforms, the brown uniforms, and that reminded me that back in late 2019, and I'm pretty sure that Jay and Stuka, if they remember, because I was asking him about this, I was actually planning on cosplaying as Kasumi, since I was teaching myself the guitar chords for Starbeat Hoshino Kodo. I was going to buy the wig, make the cat ears, the Neko ears, and find the Hanajo uniform, the Seifuku, that would fit me, of course, and then, go full on with that and go to, well, the nearest con here to the Seattle area is SakuraCon, and maybe, if I can make my way to, at the time, Anime Expo, or even to San Diego Comic-Con or WonderCon down in the LA area in California, dress up as Kasumi. And if people say, hey, what can you play? What can you play from Bang Dream? And I would play an acoustic version of Starbeat. The tricky part of that was, for me, I wanted to buy an actual random star, which is expensive, and very few that I was able to find, that I did find on eBay, I would think, hey, there's one, and then they would disappear. So they were getting bought up really fast. So yeah, there's my Bandori cosplay attempt. I didn't get anywhere with it very far. I think I spent several weeks, or at least a month and a half, looking up the outfits, trying to find places who sold the correct wig, how to make the little cat ear models underneath the hair, how to make that work, cross cosplaying, because I'm a guy and I'm gonna be playing a girl. I mean, I probably need to shave my legs, find the shoes, the socks, the whole shebang, because I'm all about screen accurate stuff. So that would have been kind of fun. Whether I'll pick it up and do that later on, I don't know. We will have to see. So there's my Bandori cosplay story. So having said that, we're gonna take it to more Bandori and connect it with some more anime, and I'm gonna do that this way. Now, last time I was gonna talk about this one connection that I saw that I thought was kind of cool. We had some audio problems, so I wasn't able to work into it. But I think this week I've tweaked with my settings enough, so I should be able to do it. In the meantime, let everybody know that this segment is brought to you by Starbucks, which I picked up earlier today. This is a green tea latte, which I'm going to take a sip of. Yes, Jay. I hadn't heard anything about SakuraCon happening next year. I hope so too, because I would love to go to an anime convention. I've been to regular conventions in the past. I've been to San Diego. I've been to Emerald City Comic Con, which is the one here local to Seattle, and I've been to San Diego way back before it got prohibitively expensive and tickets sell out within 10 minutes of announcing tickets are on sale. Nope, they're not on sale anymore. Too bad. But yeah, May, there you are, May. So May, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna retell the story that was meant from her. May, say hello to chat. Chat, say hello to May. May, we've got a bunch of new folks here, and some folks from last week too. Yes. Oh, legendary. Yes, Horimiya, quintessential Yes, I've seen quintessential, and I've seen Horimiya. We're gonna get to I'm gonna touch on that in a future, probably not this week, not next week, but maybe the week after. I have a topic to discuss regarding Horimiya and quintessentials. Yes, the Origairu. I think I started watching that, and it started to peter out for me, but it could be because I was trying to do too many things at the time. We'll get to some more of that. So, you see, Ember, have you seen Masamune-kun no Revenge? No, I don't think so, but there's another one I'm going to put on my list to look up. That noise you hear is me writing on a piece of paper next to the microphone. You like that? All right, so May, here's the story. I'm going to repeat it real quick, guys. So I was just telling them about my Bandori cosplay. Late 2019, I decided, while learning the chords to Starbeat Hoshi no Kodo, I was going to cosplay as Kasumi. I started looking into where to find the Hanojo Seifuku, looking into wigs that were, didn't look like wigs and actually looked like real hair, how to do the cat ears, the neko ears that she has, what I would need to do as a guy cross-dressing cosplay, the things that I would need to do, how to get the correct sizes for whether I'm supposed to size for a guy or as a girl with girl stuff, like the bra, everything, if I had to shave. So anyway, I did about a month and a half of research to figure out how I was going to do that. I think the part that kind of hindered me a little bit, and I'm sure I could get away with doing something else, but I really wanted to get the random star. And any random star short of buying an original new model that I saw on eBay would be gone within minutes. I would see it and go, hey, there's a good one. How much? Okay, what is it going? Oh, it's already sold. Somebody already bought it. Great. Oh, here's another one. Oh, that's an old one and it's already been sold. Damn. So, yeah, that was the only thing, whether I do it in future or not. So I thought I'd share because, I made the mention to you after watching the Road to Bang Dream and after seeing them in their uniform, said, "Hey, did you know I was gonna dress up as Kasumi in the? That'd be kind of fun." But anyway, whether I do it in future or not for an upcoming, you know, anime convention, we'll see. If I do, I will take pictures. I will post them here on the show. I plan to have this show for quite some time since I just like talking about anime. Anyway, so we'll get to the anime part now, since we're gonna do a bridging segment here, if you'll pardon me, bridging segment in which there's some Bandori elements that I'm going to use. So now that we've got audio all set up and fixed from last time, pardon me while I take a swig here. All right, so what I'm gonna share came out of a link that somebody on Twitter, I'm gonna say May because May gives me, or not me specifically, but gives all of Twitter all the really cool stuff Bandori related between May and Amber. Wow, so random star guitars are really popular. I guess so. I mean, they show up on eBay, and I'm guessing it's the US, but somebody is buying them out. Yeah, so every time I see one, hey, like I said, there's one, and then it's gone. It's like, oh, this listing has ended. Great, thanks a lot. You still have it. Yes, so yeah, I hope to, at some point, if I can do it, I will cosplay Kasumi and maybe, you know, save up to buy a freaking random... Where's Arisa and the Ryu Sato when you need, you know, to buy for, what was it, like 500 yen that she sold it to Kasumi in episode 2? It was like, that's what, like 500, was it 500? It was 500 yen, right? That's $5 roughly US. $5 for, was it a $3,000 roughly? Was it, I think, wasn't, all right, all you Bandoris, remind me, and I think I know which one this is. It was a, yeah, I could try and purchase from Japan. That was actually one of the things that I was looking at, but they were not available at the time that I looked at them. They had them. They said, this is one of the models that we've had, but it's unavailable at this time. Because I was looking and drooling over that. But yeah, in the anime, doesn't she list it on the auction site for like 300,000 yen, which is what, about $3,000 US roughly at current prices. And then she gives Kasumi, I'm gonna give you the $300,000 discount, and you're just gonna pay the auction fee, which was $5. And Kasumi didn't even have that. She had what? Didn't she have like 300 yen? And then she got mad. And then I cried. And like I said, the show makes me cry. And yes, I will admit it. 6 parts of the show. There are 6 points in season 1 where I have lost my stuff. I've lost my shit and just bawled in front of the screen. Nobody can hear me because I'm not that loud. But yeah, it's all moist and no, I won't say it. I cried. So anyway, so having said that, so there's a story, May. Hopefully I can cosplay Kasumi. We'll see what happens, and I'll deal with trying to get that random star. That would be so awesome, though, wouldn't it? That'd be cute. I have to buy one of the little tiny speakers that Otae has, and then walk around and pretend, hey, it's Rachel. Come on, let's go stand in front of some people out in the street, and we'll play. Maybe I'll try and figure out the chords to Returns, right? And then I'll sit there, and of course I'll get all misty-eyed because that's a really good song. And of course, Otae needs her own version of it, right? Right? We all know that. Yes, thank you, Amber. Season 1 equals cry. Exactly that. Yes. Yeah, oh yes, you too, May. Yes, I gotta say now, Your Lie in April killed me. That destroyed me. That stabbed me in the feels and then poured lemon juice into the wound. And that's all I'll say about Your Lie in April. Good anime. That I watch it once and that's it. I'm not gonna Your Lie in April anymore after that. So here we go. Here's the Bandori bridge to anime. The connections that came to mind. So this one, because I think it was May, it could have been somebody else who posted a link to Hibiki Radio's show, the Poppy So Poppin'party radio program. It's basically the SHIYOU sitting around chatting. They're having a grand old time, talking about this and that, various and sundry. They're basically sitting around BSing and then goofing around. So in this particular one, they start to goof around with a song, which I'm gonna play first, and then they do this thing with the song, and then from that, I'm gonna give you a connection. So for what's this, May? Yes. Yes, I know exactly what we're talking about. May says, I couldn't even finish Your Lie in April because it was painful. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to stop here and not, because, yeah, it's like that. So all you know, and I'm told, Anohana, the flower we saw that day, and and Bloom Into You are right there the same. So I'm hesitant. I have them on a watch list. I'm hesitant to watch them because I don't want to. I don't want to die while I'm watching. I've done enough with Real Girl. I did enough with, to some degree, Golden Time. Not as bad, but really, Your Lie in April was a mess. And I won't even get into School Days. No chance. No chance. We'll take care of that in a different day. All right, so here we go. The Bandori bridge. So this particular episode, I think, aired. It must have been not this past week. It might have been the week before, last week or the week before. I caught a bit of it, pulled some of the footage, the sound for it. So anyway, so here's what they did. So they decided to goof around with this one particular song. I'm gonna play this briefly, the song that they're goofing on. So let me see. Let me set it up here on my end. So I'm gonna play a little bit of the song they're goofing on, just to give you context. So here we go. Hang tight. All right, so context. That's from the song Sing Girls. Now, for whatever reason, and I didn't catch it, how they set it up, but they decided that they were going to do an enka version of the song, and I believe it's Ayasa and Aimi singing, and Aimi's on the guitar. So they decided to take Sing Girls and go enka style. Now, enka, if you don't know, I'll give you a brief thing that I saw on that I read on Wikipedia, is a popular genre of music, Japanese music, that's meant to resemble traditional Japanese music, and I'm sure there's more nuances in that, but that's kind of the gist of it. Yes, May. It was May. May shared the Poppin'party link, so this is what I'm using. So everybody, May is awesome. You can see her in chat. There you go. Thumbs up to May. Yay, May. That rhymes, doesn't it? So anyway, enka is a genre of music, popular Japanese music, meant to resemble traditional Japanese music, and enka should not be confused with Enya music, which is a kind of a new age Celtic pop, I guess. Actually, I was looking at something somewhere, and Enya, when asked to describe what genre of music it was, she said, "It's Enya." I mean, come on. It's its own. Anyway, so not Enya, Enya Nai. There's some Japanese food. Jay, there's a little Japanese, and Ayako, if I screwed that up, go ahead and correct me. So it's Enya Nai. It's enka. So they decide to tweak it and give an enka version of Sing Girls. So here's what that sounds like. Here we go. And oops, sorry guys, hang on, wrong. Here we go. All right, so here's that part. So have a listen. So if remember Sing Girls, and here we go. This is great.
輝きだとか夢だとか希望だとか鼓動だとかでこの世界は回り続けている
So that, and I mean the girls are just having fun. This is great. But when I heard that, I thought that is so cool. Not just the hat tip. Now, if you guys remember last stream, I was talking about anime hat tips or anime nods or homages that anime has done. And the example I did was the picture or the image from an episode of Bofuri. The one I put all my I didn't want to get hurt, so I put all my points in defense. So there's an image there of one of the characters called Atrocity, and you see him kind of arrayed across this landscape, kind of with a misty background. And I looked at that and I said, that reminds me of the exact same sequence from Nausicaa when the God Warriors are walking toward you. And I showed you guys the picture of the God Warriors arrayed in so much in the same, pretty much the same kind of pose. So I thought this is really cool that they take their own song and then give it a twist to a well-known Japanese musical style. And I thought it was interesting because when I went to see, well, what else does Enka music sound like, I came across this one song, which is called, let me see here, I think I've got the notes here. It's called Kawa no Nagare no Yoni, which I believe means like the flow of the river. And this is a song that turns out to be the swan song of a well-known Japanese enka or singer, actress, celebrity, Misora Hibari. And apparently this is her swan song, like the song she's most famous for. So I'm gonna play it real quick, and I want you to listen. I'm gonna play it up to like the first couple of lines of lyrics. Listen to it, keep it in mind, and I'm gonna play something else that, well, here, I'll just do this. Here, let me play that. Okay, so there's a little clip of that. Now, let me cue up the next one. Now, keeping that in mind, just the melody, the style, the way the music goes, notation, however you don't call it, just the very much the style and the sound. Keep that in mind, and then listen to this. Okay, very similar style, right? Now, check it out. Here's the anime connection. That song we just listened to is a song called Yasashi Sa Sayonara, and that's from Macross. And that's being sung by Lin Mei, Ijima Mari. Macross! Come on, Macross! Doing a very much an Enka-style song for all intents and purposes. Now, it's interesting because when I was looking at the years for this song, Kawa no Nagare was actually released in '89, and Macross came out in '82. So, which part of me makes me wonder, I wonder if the composer pulled, say, I like that song from Macross, and I'm gonna write one and give it to famous singer gal over here, and that'll be her swan song. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if a composer was inspired by anime? Just because everybody should be inspired by anime, right? I mean, Hollywood's doing it. The Wachowski brothers, I believe somebody was telling me, or at least according to somebody on Twitter, they pulled a lot of their scenes and things that they did in the Matrix movie from a whole bunch of different anime. Yes. Oh, yes, Macross. May watch it. It's old, and some of the animation is kind of, dated in terms of not quite as smooth as what you see now. But, I mean, it's a classic. I like to say, why not watch the classics in the genre or the field of your choice? Especially in anime. Go check out all the old stuff. Because you want to know, the way I see it, you want to know if you're really interested. I think if you want a good foundation in anything, I think it's worth seeing where everything came from and how it led to what it is today, right? It's that whole thing of, why am I supposed to read Shakespeare? They're dead white guys. Well, Shakespeare was doing stuff back then that was totally unheard of, but he paved the way to what comes now. So he's like one of the foundations of modern playwriting. And I think we can look at anime that way. You can see what the classic people were doing, what Gundam was doing, what Tezuka was doing with Astro Boy, all the stuff. Was it Jungle Emperor? Was it Simba? Kimba the White Lion. All that there had its basis. Those were the roots. Learn your roots. I think learn the roots of where your favored genre or favored hobby comes from, and then just makes you more whole. Yes, I think so. I think so, Jay. More people should be inspired by anime. Oh yes, Jay. I can definitely do at least some of the best older anime that I've seen. I'm by no means a historian of any sort, but I can tell you the stuff that I've seen. I started watching anime in '82, and my first exposure to anime was an American version, what was called Force 5 Starvengers, which was part of the robot anime craze from the late '70s that hit America, and a lot of that was, I think, Gaiking was part of that whole thing. I'd have to look up some of the original. I think Getter Robo was part of that little franchise that they much like they did with Robotech, that kind of mashed a whole bunch of stuff together. Macross, I would say start with the very first one, Super Dimension Fortress Macross, just to get your bearings. That's sort of the beginning of the story. I think that's where everything else kind of takes off from. It's like I've got Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam, the very first one, beginning with Amuro Ray, the Side Wars, Bright Noah, and the ship. Was it the white ship? Anyway, the White Crew. That whole thing I'm going to start there before I take a leap into Gundam Unicorn and Zeta Gundam and Gundam Wing and Gundam Iron Blood Orphans. Because there's all the side stories. Oh, there's all of that. Yes, Robotech. Robotech was my introduction to the whole Macross saga. But if you can find Macross, the very first one, Super Dimension Fortress Macross, start there. And go there. I think your next one after that would probably be the movie Do You Remember Love? Ai Oboete. Which I think that might have been the Japanese title, but I remember it as Love Do You Remember? So yeah, that's sort of the movie version of the entire series in a 2-hour format that kind of retell the story. but it's well worth it. Start there. So having said that, where are we now? We are at 9:12. We are well into the second hour of our show. You guys having fun so far? Field Medic, yes. I'm glad you guys watched it together when you were young. It's a good start just to anime in general, especially for a lot of us who grew up in the 80s. Between Star Blazers, Battle of the Planets, Science Ninja Team, Gatchaman, Star Blazers, of course, Space Battleship Yamato, which I have learned the theme song lyrics to. If there's ever karaoke and I can sing the Starship Yamato theme song, I will get up and do that. Definitely. Saraba chikyu yo tabidatsu fune wa uchu senkan Yamato. There you go. There's a little part of that. So, having said that, let's bridge our way and get to some anime discussions. All right, the latest thing. What is this? Pikachu and Katy Perry? I saw the video. You want to know my thoughts? Why? What the WTH? Whiskey Tango Hotel. Why did they even bother? If I expected if there was Pikachu in there that there was going to be some kind of fighting. Some kind of battle where, the song is supposed to be about, finding your power, right? Right? Finding. Ooh, yes. Is that right, Jay? Sakura-con used to have a karaoke contest. Karaoke. If they do, I'm definitely there. I'm gonna tell them I want to play. I'm gonna play this. I'll sing that. I'll either sing that or I'll sing. I know I can sing the acoustic version of Starbeat. You Bandori still in there? All there? Wouldn't that be cool? Ikutsumo no yume mo kazoete mo kikoenai furi tsuzukete kita ne kimi kikoeru. All right, there we go. That would be fun. That would be fun to sing in karaoke, which I learned the lyrics to that too, which I'm sure all of you Bandoris there have learned the lyrics to all the songs, right? Right? You know Firebird, I'm sure. You know everything that Haro Happy World has done. Paspare, Raz. Thank you, Joy. Definitely, if Sakura-con has a karaoke contest, I will sing the Yamato theme song. But anyway, Pikachu and Katy Perry, no, I think that was a waste. Yeah, Pikachu is cute, but I expected some fighting, some kind of battle sequence. Even the song Electric, if I heard it correctly, or I heard it properly, was about showing your power, right? Because, the video is the girl trying to make it as a singer, and then, she puts together the outfit and goes up and does her thing, and I think she's supposed to win the talent contest. Showing off your talent. Where was the fight? Where was, hey, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt. Come on. I really expected and was really disappointed that they didn't do anything with that. I mean, I would have expected Katy Perry to just have fun kicking some butt. Why not? So anyway, that's my thought on Pikachu and Perry. Meh. Like I. There you go, Jay. Another word for you. Meh. Mimi. Kuchi. Hana. Nose. Hana. Hana is also the word for flower. So, Anohana, that flower. The flower we saw that day. Anyway, there you go. Wasn't that cool? All right, my limited Japanese, and I'm sure I must have mispronounced something. Ayako. Haru, did I mispronounce anything there? If I did, gomen nasai. I'm very sorry. I did not mean to mispronounce anything. Motto renshu hitsuyo. Definitely. Hi. So anyway. Oh, by the way, Jay and Stuka, you'll be glad to know I just finished Ao-chan Can't Study. That was sweet. That was a sweet show. I really enjoyed it. It was sort of like My Love Story sweet, right up there with Lovely Complex, Nogizaka Haruka, No Himitsu, that kind of sweet where you just go, oh, that's a neat. I mean, yeah, she didn't, she flunked the mock exam, but but still, you know, they kind of had that her and they had that moment, especially the moment in episode 12. And speaking of episode 12, and I just actually just finished it this evening while eating dinner. The part where she's in the bookstore crying that they just kissed, but she wants to see him again, and she's crying, and she's standing there, and the little boy points to her and says, "Mommy, she's crying," and the mom says, "Youth has many moments like this." I just about snorkeled off my my food out my nose, which is never a good thing when you're eating and you're laughing. But anyway, I thought that was great. Good show. Thank you for the rec. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Jay and Stuka recommending anime to me that I had not yet seen. Yes, I'm going back to finish Chobits. We'll get to that. And I think, Ayako, did you buy? You said you were going to buy Oh My Goddess. And I've seen an episode of the anime. Did you buy it yet? Hey guys, Ayako said he was going to buy the manga from Amazon. Did you? Tell us. We want to know. Because I think that's Ayako's favorite favorite show, or manga at least. So tell us if you bought it, if you went and picked up the entire series. I would love to see the rest of that show. I think this was one of the shows I picked up on, but when I was in college back in the 90s. Yes, I am that old. Another anime lettuce moment. Yes. This would have been sometime in 92, 93. One of the video stores near the place that I was renting had an anime section, and they had, among other things, Ranma 1/2 being one of them, was the first 2 or 3 episodes of Oh My Goddess. And I think it was dubbed at the time. It might have been Animego, or who else was it? US Manga Corps way back then. You guys, any of you guys remember this? US Manga Corps way back in the 90s. They were doing a lot of dubs. Blue Submarine, I think it was one of the dubs that they had done. Not yet, still checking. Oh, okay, gotcha. From Mandrake next time. Oh, okay, yeah. Tell us when you get them, because I would love to know how the manga compares to the anime. I enjoyed the first 3 episodes of Oh My Goddess, but that was so long ago, and I'm trying to find out if anybody is streaming them. Not on the 3 that I use. Crunchy doesn't have it, at least not the last time I checked. Funny didn't have it, although I think they had one of the later movies, but not the original. I think it was the original OVA that started it. I would have to check again, and I saw no hide, no hair on High Dive. I did not sit on any of them. So hopefully I can find those and check them out again. So let's see, where were you? So what is it? First time I was expected Enka music was in. Oh, okay, there you go. Hey, Enka music and Oh My Goddess. There's another connection. Isn't this cool, guys? We're learning all this stuff. Yes, Enka music is an anime after all, so it is. You know, we're getting connections. We're doing that. This is good. We're exploring new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. I am Captain Jean-Luc Picard, a bald Frenchman with an English accent. And my voice is coming from a strange brown Filipino man. Anyway, so so let's get to some anime discussions. One of the things that I wanted to talk about, okay, real quick. I just happened to catch this on Crunchyroll. I was looking through my queue, my watch queue, and I happened to run across this one show that I thought, hey, this looks kind of interesting. They're kind of phantoms, apparently, or like these creatures have been able to, because of a industrial accident, a chemical was released that allowed people to be able to see phantoms and things that didn't really exist now existing. The show is called Myriad Colors Phantom World, and I thought, hey, this might be kind of fun. Little did I realize that by the end of episode 1, we got exactly what they gave us in High School of the Dead. Anime physics, Matrix boobs. Come on, please. All right, so if you guys are aware of anime or of Matrix boobs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly the sequence in High School of the Dead. Now, in Myriad Colors, there's a one sequence where the 3 main characters have decided to try and get rid of these spirits that are not infecting, but are screwing around with the one part of the neighborhood. And so the spirits are participating in a limbo contest. So, you know, they've got this bar, and they're, you know, they have to do the limbo, basically. It comes down to one final creature, spirit creature, and one of the main characters. The spirit creature tries to do the limbo. It fails. It's up to the girl, of course, now, to do the limbo. The bar is set very, very low, so she's got to, you know, get underneath. Here's the trick, though. She's well endowed. They actually say, "Oh no, her rack." One of the characters says that. So, how does she fix this? Because she can't get underneath with her well-endowedness. It would get in the way of the bar. She'd lose, and then, you know, they'd never leave. So what does she do? Anime physics. And exactly the same thing that they do in High School of the Dead, when the main character fires the Springfield M1A and the recoil causes Matrix boobs. All right? She decides if she moves herself, she undulates so that her well-endowedness goes up and down. When it hits the down, you know, nice sine wave, she'd slip under. Really, guys? Come on. Really? No. So that's a dummy. Dummy da. Nope. No. So much for that show. Big fat X. No, thank you. That was the last thing that I really needed. I think I mentioned this last time. Otherwise, High School of the Dead was a good, pretty decent zombie adventure kind of show. I don't need the Matrix boobs. That's one reason why I won't watch Strike Witches. Right? Stuka, you've heard me go off on this rant. No, I don't need the upskirt shots. No, just enough. Come on. No. Thank you, Field Medic. You love that. Oh, God. No. So, Myriad Colors, an ixnay on that one. I'm not going to bother. That was only one episode, and that's all I needed. The other one that I started to check out because of Stella Women's Academy. Yay, Stella Women's Academy. If you haven't seen that one, great one about airsoft and high school girls. I mean, if we can have High School Fleet and Girls und Panzer, why not this one? So it turns out the Survival Game Club, Sabagebu for short, it's on High Dive, is another one where they've got survival game and they've got high school girls doing airsoft. A nice nod to Stella Women's Academy. And incidentally, I noticed that the main character, Momoka, sounded really familiar, and I was trying to figure out why. And when I looked at the cast list on Wikipedia, it turns out it's Saya. It's everybody's favorite bakery person who continues to keep Remy Rin in choco coronets. Speaking of which, I have here from Starbucks my very own choco coronet, a chocolate. It's a chocolate croissant, so I'm gonna have that later today, and raise it in tribute of Remy Oshigome. Hail Remy. Anyway, so I'm gonna have that. Yeah, it Myriad. I don't even think I'm gonna continue with that. No. I'm not big on fan service. So anyway, Sabagebu. So it's Saya is the voice of the main character, Ayaka Ohashi. You know, everybody's favorite Rimi's favorite choco cornet dealer. Now, I got scared because I'm watching this and I'm enjoying everything. And in episode 1, there's a sequence where they do a battle sequence. So it's the new girl and one of the other girls against everybody else. So it's like, I think it's 3-on-2. And in the middle of this sequence, Momoka pops out from a doorway, and when she goes to fire, I think she teacups her gun. What do I mean by that? Doing this. You see, the hand is underneath the hand. Here's a gun. Gun's here, which does absolutely nothing. Folks, trust me on this one. I've been doing this. This other piece, I know this. I've been doing it for a long time. Trust me on this. It does no good if your hand is underneath the pistol. And I thought that's what she did, and I said, oh, I am not. No, they did not. It just turns out it was the angle. It only looked like that. They actually fire their weapons correctly, and thankfully that was the case. But incidentally, if any of you watch Survival Game, can you tell me why a broom handle Mauser is 18 plus only, but a Beretta 92 FS is not? I don't understand. If you guys can enlighten me, please do, because that makes no sense, at least in my mind. I mean, the broom handle is nice, a nice older gun, but really, it's only, you have to be over 18 to do it. Anyway, oh, are they really? Stuka, they're in Lucky Star. Yes. There's the Rimi. There's a Bandori connection. May is asking, do you have account on My Anime List or Analyst? I love to read your reviews or anime. I don't have account. I don't have Mal or Analyst. I'm not much for... Back in 2019, when I first started getting back into anime, I tried to be an anime reviewer. I did a couple of reviews on Bang Dream. Imagine that. Sakura Wars, Aura Battler Dunbine. What else did I do? I think, was it Scorching Ping Pong Girls? Was one of them. Anyway, and I think I was going to do the Magnificent Kotobuki as well. It didn't pan out for me. I do like talking about it here on the stream, so I'll just give little snippets of what I'm thinking. Ayako, hey, good to see you. Yes, see you guys next week. We'll see you here, same bat time, same bat channel, I think. Yeah, I'll get to that later on. So yeah, we'll talk some more anime next time. So anyway, if you guys know why the broom handle is that way, let me know. I was trying to figure out, but it didn't work on me. Incidentally, I'm gonna say, I said this last time, Kuma Bear. It's on Funimation. It might be streaming elsewhere for all of you who don't have access to that. It's the one with the gal in the bear suit, and she's got really cool powers. She's a little OP, but it's really good. Watch it because the end song, the end theme, the ED is so freaking catchy. It's called Anone. It's just so much fun. It's anyway, if you guys check it out on YouTube, check it out. It's catchy. The first time I heard it, I was like, this is really cool. It just makes me happy. It's, happy anime song. So here's a part of anime that I wanted to talk about. It's called Getting Aboard the Mugen Train. You guys know the Mugen Train, right? Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Mugen Train is the movie that just came out, which apparently has now is the #2 anime in the US and probably everywhere else that it's showing. It's broken records. I think it's probably surpassed what Spirited Away was when it came out in US theaters. So I'm gonna call it the Mugen Train. Most of you know it basically as the anime bandwagon. It's the animes that everybody watches or said, if you're a real fan, you should be watching this anime. Otherwise, you are not. So we're talking stuff like, Haikyuu, volleyball anime, right? Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, Fruits Basket, currently Moriarty the Patriot, Promised Neverland, right? Evangelion, the big one, Cowboy Bebop, which is, what I mentioned earlier. I have not seen any of those. Not for not wanting to see it, but as I mentioned before, my taste kind of turned more toward, a slice of life, schoolgirl, some idol stuff. I mean, Wake Up Girls is really fun. Rom-coms, My Love Story, I enjoyed that. Chobits, I like what I've seen so far. I've seen the first 3 episodes, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what she's going to do, because I think in the next episode she decides to go out of the apartment where she is. So, stuff like that. Oh my goddess, I would love to go back and see. Ranma 1/2 is not really Evangelion. And everybody's, Evangelion's like the end-all, be-all. Maybe it's just not my thing. Demon Slayer, I just started watching the first 3 episodes, and I think it's going to be a slow watch. Not that it's not good, but I mean, it's okay so far. It's got an interesting story. Not enough to say, here, come here, watch me for multiple hours of the day. If I had a choice between watching that and watching Wake Up Girls the movie, honestly, I'd probably be watching Wake Up Girls the movie. Now, I'm supposed to be looking for that movie. May, thank you for letting me know about that the movies are out. I just saw the prequel. Yeah, now, speaking of Eva, now here's the thing. I finally got to watch when Netflix put out the series, their version of the series. I said, okay, I'm going to sit down and watch. It's very good, but it isn't the best anime ever. People make it out to be. I'm guessing so. When I saw it, finally getting to see the anime, honestly, I'm going to tell everybody this, and this may be a hot take. Hey, look, hot take. Hot take. Yes. So I didn't last more than the first episode because Shinji is such a crybaby. What the ever-loving foxtrot? What? Really? Are you gonna? I'm expecting him to whine through the entire series. Even, with character development, he's just gonna be one. I don't want to go in the Eve. I don't want this. And everyone's, his dad's gonna be sitting there like this. I'm gonna look at my eyeglasses. They're gonna shine. Now, having said that, I will say that before I saw the anime, way back, going back to the 90s, I did buy the first volume of the manga, and I gotta say, I don't know what it was, but I remember Shinji being a lot more proactive in the manga. Is that true? Is the manga better than the anime? Because I like the manga. I really wanted to buy the rest of it. But the anime was just... it's like nails chalkboard. Yeah, I could not stand... I didn't really start to not care about all the other characters, even though they look kind of... pretty good, like the girl with the blue hair. I don't know what the character name is. Good night, Delta. Good night, Delta. Yes, I'm looking forward to more of Demon Slayer. It's probably going to be a slow-paced one for me. It's pretty heavy as far as I can tell. Yes, good night. Tell the kids we said hello. Good night. Chat, say good night to Delta. So I'm definitely gonna continue with Demon Slayer along with some other ones, but it's gonna be a slow one. I probably won't be binging that as opposed to some of the other ones. Like for example, currently watching now Saints Magic Power. If I could binge all of that, I definitely would. Nagatoro, Osamake. Speaking of which, Osamake, really? Amnesia again? Is everybody getting amnesia in Japan, or at least in these high school animes? Really? I mean, we've done it with Real Girl, we've done it with Bunny Senpai, Bunny Girl Senpai, and Golden Time. It's not getting tired, but it's like, oh, come on, you could do better than that. Do something else. Then do you really have to throw in the amnesia thing? Anyway, so where was I? Yes, Shinji, the manga, he was a lot more proactive. I mean, yes, he was, a kid. He was getting put into something that he didn't want to be in. His dad was, very overpowering and like, you got to do this. You have to. And he didn't whine as much. And he just went into battle. There was the whole thing with the arm, but it didn't, he didn't get traumatized. He did the thing. There was a little bit of whining, but it wasn't as bad. It seemed like the entire episode was just him. I don't want it. And that bugged the crap out of me. I'm sorry. That bugged the crap out of it. So I didn't last. I didn't even get. I think I started episode 2 and he started whining again. And I said, fuck this. Screw this. I turned it off. I switched to something else. I think I went and started watching Voltron, which is on the new Voltron. I said, okay, I'm done. It might be that Eva is like the end all be all. It's going to be, up there. No, not for me. And I have to say that despite the creator having just passed away this week, Berserk was really the same for me. I did not care for the anime. I think I started watching, I think it was on Crunchy. Was it there Crunchyroll, or was it? I think it was Crunchyroll. It might have been on Funimation where it started. And I started watching it and I thought the main character is a jerk. He might change later on, but that very initial thing, I said, no, this is not going to be for me. And I'm sure, I think everybody's saying that he's, he's at the top of his craft, and that may well be, and I respect that. He's got his following. Everybody's, he did what he did. Maybe it just wasn't for me. It's not my kind of thing. I'm not really big on the dark fantasy type of stuff to a degree. I mean, I know people who are big on Game of Thrones. It's good, but it's not my thing. And it's probably if I do end up watching it, it may be a little bit here and there, or not even to any degree. So I tried it. It wasn't for me. I'm not going to. I don't know that I'll actually go back and do anything with that. But I will pick up on the other ones that I have put on pause simply because other shows have gotten in the way. I did the same thing with Black Lagoon, and I don't know if at the time I'm gonna try. See, I started watching that one. It's on Funimation, and I think I started watching that one with the English dub, and something about it just wasn't ringing okay in my head. So I'm gonna go back and try the original Japanese version and see if that makes any of a difference. I don't know if it will. I might just say, it's not for me. But I do like the whole girls with guns subgenre. One reason why I'm a big fan of Gunsmith Cats. Rally Vincent and Minnie May, Minnie May. They named it after you, May. One of the characters. She likes grenades. She's really cool. But anyway, yeah. So the Mugen Train, the bandwagon. I'm not too interested in My Hero Academia. I may check it out. I don't know whether that's for me. I've never seen Naruto. I've never seen One Piece. I know of them. Dragon Ball. I kind of know some of the characters, but I was never big into it. It just something about and it could have been the versions that I caught back in the 90s where they spent 2 episodes powering up before fighting, and I was like, I'm not interested in that. Maybe it's just not my thing. So I'm just gonna stick with Chobits and Lucky Star and Saints Power. Yes, I do wish there were more animated Gunsmith Cats. I have the manga, the English versions of the manga. I'm missing 3 volumes that are priced on eBay right now at about $100 a pop. So I think I'm gonna wait until I can find it somewhere else. Maybe a used bookstore suddenly go, Gunsmith Cats, Volume 4, Special Edition from Dark Horse Comics for $10, and then snap it up. But yeah, so some of the new ones, Promised Neverland. I heard it's interesting. I don't know. I want to watch, Dragon Goes House Hunting. It seems far more interesting. Killing Slimes. I want to see more of that. I'm enjoying that. It's a lot of fun. The other one that I do want to check out, probably I'll do that tomorrow, because I've got 7 episodes to do, is Joran, Princess of Snow and Ice, something like that. But that's the one that's got Bandori connection, because Arisa plays one of the characters in it, and I think the folks, correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys know, I think is it Roselia or is it Roz, Reza Suilin, that does either the end credit song or the opening song, and then Roselia does the other one. It's a Bandori thing, so I think they're doing it. Now I will say though that the one bandwagon show that I got on, and that did pull me in, unlike some of the other ones, and I really wanted for what it was, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm hoping there's a second season, which I hear there is Shield Hero. I don't know how many other people enjoyed it, or if you've seen it, or is Rachel in it? Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, even better. Even more reason to watch. Well, any reason to watch anime, but even... Oh, they do both. Ah, gotcha. I knew it was one or the other. Both is even better. Good for them. Cool. Yeah, Shield Hero. I really enjoyed it. I started watching it when it was 3 episodes in, and then that was about the time that I decided I'm going to subscribe to Crunchyroll, so I can watch the rest of it, and every week, boom. Or every other week, I'd wait for 2 to drop and then binge. And I like the pacing of the show. I like the characters. Yes, he starts off, it's crap, but he deals with it, and the introduction of the rest of the characters was very interesting, and I liked the journey that they went on, and I liked how things progressed up to where they are now, and then going to the next group of islands. I think it's the next. They're going to go across the sea to the next island to find more of the heroes that they're supposed to do. Roselia also does the OP for Card Fight Van. Yes, I heard about that. I'm not a big Card Fight. Oh, they're currently making... Yes, I heard about Season 2. Good to hear about Season 3. Thank you, Stuka. Jay has opinions at the MC. Oh, maybe I'll bring her on the show and we'll talk about Shield Hero. What do you think? We'll do like a Skype call, and we'll do a call-in and say, tell us about your opinion on Shield Hero. And I might just give me an opportunity to watch it again, just so we can talk about some in-depth kind of thing. Think about it. We'll talk some more. Yeah, I really enjoyed Shield Hero, what they did with the characters, Raftalia. I can't remember her name, but she turns into a chicken. Come on, how do you not like a character who turns into a gigantic, huge chicken? Or, yeah, bird. Tori. Anyway, so, Tori, bird. In Japanese. There you go, Jay. There's another word for you. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And so I'm looking forward to Card Fight Vanguard. I tried watching some of the earlier ones. I think when the initial anime, it wasn't gelling with me. Jay, I have opinions. LOL, I think it's because of my writery background, though. Philo, yes, thank you. Thank you, Amber. Philo, yes, I love Philo. That would be fun to talk about if you're interested. But the MC. Okay, I can kind of see where you're coming from. That'd be interesting. If you're interested, if you want to jump on the show, we'll do an anime on Shield Hero, and we'll go back and forth and see what's going on and take it apart. That would be fun, but it's up to you. Anyway, and that'd be kind of fun to have somebody to go back and forth on the show. What do you guys think? Let me know if you think that'd be kind of fun if I have a guest speaker on the show, a featured guest. Philo, yes, I love Philo. She's so cool, and especially the thing with Spear Guy. I don't like Spear Guy. Kick, pew, because he really needed that kick, Philo kick. Anyway, so where were we? Yeah, so Bandwagon, I'm not really my thing. The Card Fight Vanguard, something about it just didn't gel with me. So I tried watching it again. I know as it happened, I think I mentioned last time, Eyes Lead the Way, which I bought, as many of you know. Again, I'm not that I'm bragging, but I've just been listening to these CDs over and over. They've been on repeat along with my 3 hours of poppin'party on my playlist on iTunes, and they're just on repeat. I listen to it in the car on my way to work, so I'm just enjoying it. But Lead the Way was in, I think, one of the seasons, middle season of Card Fight Vanguard. One of the, is it an offshoot show, something, but like a related show, part of the part of the mythology. But they used the song as the OP, Lead the Way by II. So I did listen to the song in the context of the show, and I started watching, and I was like, it wasn't for me. I'm sure it has fans elsewhere, and if you guys enjoy it, good for you. Maybe it's just not my thing. I'm gonna stick with my rom-coms and some isekai where the main character is OP just because they're fun. Kind of like Overlord and In Another World with My Smartphone, which I thought was a lot of fun. And Wise Man's Grandchild. I thought that was a kick too. I mean, and so much, pretty much Beaufrey. Beaufrey is so much fun. I'm glad they're doing season 2. I'm looking forward to that. So that's gonna be a kick. So yeah. So back to Shield Hero. That was actually the only show that everybody was watching, at the time. I think this was 2 years ago, and that was the show of that season. I think the spring season is what they call it. And yeah, I just thought I'm on it. I'm gonna watch it. Promised Neverland was another one that people were talking about. You have to watch this. It's not of interest to me. I think I either saw the trailer or saw the description on Funimation. I was like, Instead, I'm gonna go watch Steins Gate, which Stuka and Jay referred to me, and that was, oh my god. Enjoy season 1 of Overlord, but could not get into season 2. Was there a season 2? I don't remember season 2. I think I recommend Princess Connect Redive. Is that the one where they eat a lot, May? Princess Connect? There was one I started where it was fantasy. I think it was isekai, and one of the characters just liked to eat all the time. Is this Princess Connect? Because I was like, is this going to be about eating? Because I'm not really getting into it. Hopefully it's not, and it might be something else. ReZero. What is it? The one where he keeps getting killed, and he starts over again. And that one, it's an isekai, and he keeps dying. Come on, let's have some fun. Yes, it is, huh? I may have to. I thought it was interesting that the eating part where it's all about food. I was like, does it? Oh, it's not isekai. Okay. Yeah, but it was mostly about eating and food. I wasn't getting into that whole thing. So maybe that's why I'm not too much of an interest in Fruits Basket, which I think is food related. Dagashi Kashi Stuka, Jay, I know you guys. We started watching that one. It's okay. It's interesting. It wasn't the whole food thing. It has that that amnesia trope. I don't hate it, but it just gets irritating. I was like, really? It's like there's so much more you can do instead of having somebody lose their memory, especially in a romantic comedy. It's far more interesting things to do than they suddenly forget that they were in love with this person, which is what happens in a couple of these, or they can't remember. But Food Wars, yeah, it's I don't know. It's something about that just is. Maybe it's because I watched too much Iron Chef and it was like, I just know much. Fruit Basket is about. Oh, is it not? Maybe I'm thinking of Food Wars. Fruits Basket is not about food. Okay, that's good to know. It could just be the title that's making me think of Food Wars. Is not food related. Oh, okay, all right, okay, my mistake. Then I may check. Maybe it was Food Wars that I was thinking of. That was Fruits Basket. Something. But having said that, I will go. I'm gonna write it down. I'm writing it down right here. Right here, I will write down Fruits Baskets. I've also got Arm Girl Machiavellism, Tsukihime Masamune Ken no Revenge. So Fruits Basket. Now I know for those of you who have seen it, which one is it? Isn't there two of them right now? There's one that's, I think it's the same one that's both on Funimation and Crunchyroll. For those of you know, and wasn't there a second one that was sort of updated that was a retelling, something like that? It's Miss Koizumi Loves Ramen. Ramen News. I think I showed that popped up on my feed. You never know. It's always worth a shot to try again. You never know. Maybe I may not like Food Wars, but I might like Miss Koizumi Loves Ramen Noodles. You never know. So Fruits Basket, if one of you can tell me, or any of you can tell me, all you learned folk, and I'm writing down Princess Reconnect, and give that one a second one. Maybe it goes beyond the too much food thing. And Bento with Amber. Radar just went off. Maybe that's all it takes. Have some of the Bandori-seiyuu show up in a show, and I'm gonna watch it. I go, okay, works for me. Although I have to say, I was in Kimono Friends, and I only watched the episodes where the penguins were on it. I'm, favoritism. I realize it's favoritism, but I think there's like 2 or 3 episodes where it features the penguins. She plays one of the penguin characters with the really frizzy hair. I can't remember her character's name at this time, but I remember watching that, going, that was fun. I really didn't care about the. I'm determined to find. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Yes, if you could. Okay, so thank you. Yeah, so Bento with Aimi, because it's got Aimi. And Aimi! Yay! Aimi! I mean it. Yes, I've listened. This is another one that I've got on. So I've got those that are on repeat, on replay, on my iTunes. Those those three, and then the 3 hours of poppipa songs that I've got, starting with Tokimeki Experience all the way to, and I only have 3.5 hours, or three plus, like 3 hours 10 minutes, and apparently somebody else has 4 hours, not counting covers. And the only cover that I do have is the theme song from Sakura Wars that they did a cover of with a couple other folks. And the song is just fun. So that's the only cover I have. So not counting the covers, apparently there's at least 3.5, almost 4 hours. If somebody else can confirm that. So technically, I don't have some other songs that I need to go and find which ones I don't have, and add those to the collection so that I'll have, five hours of Bandori and Bandori-related music, not even counting all the anime songs that I've got, with the Chica dance and the opening theme from I just completely blanked on it. It's Stuka, the anime show that has the Fufomo. What is that? I'm blanking on it right now. I'm sure Stuka will tell me the show fairly quickly here. I just completely blanked on it. He has to protect the schoolgirl. He's in a mech. There's that whole thing with the Middle Eastern war thing that he went through. There's a second season where it's all comedic. Fufomo. Anyway, I'm probably butchering the name. It's all good. I'll remember it. I'm sure at the end of the show, that's the name of it, and I'll tell everybody next stream that I remember the show, what that was. Yes, if you can find. Yes, thank you. Full Metal Panic. Yes. So, yeah, and the opening theme, I've got another playlist of anime songs that's got the opening theme for Full Metal Panic, and which incident I'm gonna go again and talking anime, but it's related. Really, the opening theme to Full Metal Panic does not sound like an opening theme to a mecha show. Seriously, I mean, it sounds like it's a rom-com or a nice slice of life somewhere out in the country with some friends in high school, kind of like Super Cub, which I'm enjoying right now. And it's slow paced, but it's got that meditative quality, especially when the main character is ruminating about what it means to be on her own on a Super Cub, and kind of expanding her world out to from where she used to be without having anything, and then now she can go into the next town, and she just had the job where she had to go to the other high school, and now she's venturing out into new and exotic, well, relatively exotic places compared to her. Silver Spoon. Oh yes, I've seen it. That's the one where they have the whole thing with they're driving the bus and FMPs. Yeah, FMP is kind of rom-com, but he keeps the comedy what middle section season. Those are hilarious. Those are friggin' hilarious. I gotta go finish those and then go back to the regular show. I think I finished Silver Spoon. Yeah, because there's the farm. Yeah, I think Yes, the cow trying to eat the main character. Yes, I did finish that. I did enjoy it. That was a lot of fun. They had the big contest where they were trying to grow the big. Anyway, the part I remember was it was raining. They had to drive the bus, and they had to. Anyway, I thought that was a fun show. Yes, so if you can find a food one, I'm gonna check out Bento. Amber, thank you for that. Find a food anime that I will like. Yes, please. And I will rave about it. And if there's a Bandori connection, even better. I'll find a Bandori connection, because I seem to find them anyway, anime related and so on. So that'll be good. Yeah. So that was the Mugen Train. That was the Mugen Train topic that we were talking about, and it is now after 10 p.m. And I think we'll wind this stream down. We'll go about 2 hours from 8 to 10. Most of it Bandori, and then some more anime stuff. Next time, I've mentioned this before, so next time I'm going to talk about. I've mentioned the watch list. What is this watch list? Okay, Bento. Yes, so there's vote number 2 for Bento from Jay. So I'm gonna put it twice. So if you guys can see this, my notes for this evening. Can you read here? Can you read that? So there, I got my penmanship is atrocious, but I've got Arm Girl, Machiavellism, Suki Hime, Fruits Basket. Is it 20? Is the new one that adapts the entire manga. So is there May? Is there an earlier Fruits Basket? Is that the one that I keep seeing? And then this is the new one. So there was one previously. So Fruits Basket 2019 is new. All right, I've got to note that. And then Masamune Ken no Revenge. I'll check that out too. Oh, the other one that I'm really enjoying. I guess this goes back to my taste, I guess, for what it's worth. And I think I have to thank May for this one, because I think she was the one who talked about it. It was either Amber or May. One of you talked about it, or I saw somebody's feed. Horse Girls. Uma Musume. Was that you, May? I'm pretty sure it was May. Vote number... Okay, Stuka votes number 3 for Bento. All right, there we go. There's 3, and it's got Aimi in it. I'm going to go find it. Is it funny, high dive, or crunchy? It's probably Funime, right? Funimation? One of those. All right, so 3 votes on Bento. All right, okay. I'll go check it out. Maybe that's the food one that's going to go... It's going to be food and not ramen. Yeah, 2001, okay. Had to go with which was... Ooh, really? Okay, so... Is it better to watch the original or the 2019 version? Which one should I be going to? Or watch both? Or should I watch both but not watch the original anime ending and go, it never ended, but it's rebooted? Yes, Uma Musume. I'm enjoying that. I'm on episode 5 or 6 right now. And I'm really enjoying what's going on. And I'm looking, yes, the Horse Girls are fun. And they've got, and it's that story that's sort of the underdog, where they're going for a goal. And maybe that's the kind of story that I'm looking for. If it's high school, they're going for a goal. If it's idol girls, they're trying to get to Japan Fest, or the festival, the song festival. If it's Bandori, they're trying to play at space by the end of season 1. And get audition with Owner, and Owner says, yes, you will play, and you play at space, and you will make Abner cry by the end of season 1. Exactly what Amber said. Season 1 equals cry. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So 2001 version. Should I watch both? What do you guys recommend for those of you who have seen Fruits Basket? Is it worth seeing one before the other? Seeing both? Seeing only one version? Let me know. Or tweet it at me and tell me which one, and I will go find it. And I'm going to go find Bento, because we have 3 votes for Bento, and one of the votes includes Aimi. So 2000, more comedic, more true to... Oh, okay. All right. More true to the manga. Which reminds me, I'm probably going to go find the rest of... Because I think Amazon had the 4 or the full volumes of Eva, the manga. Since I enjoyed Shinji more proactive than whiny, I may go back. So, I think I'm going to watch both of them. So, 2001 and 2019 Fruits Basket. I'll go check them out. I like comedy, but if there's a nice little twist to the 2019 version, sure, why not? I'll give it a try. So there's There's votes for Fruit Basket, 3 votes for Bento, including Aimi vote, Arm Girl Machiavellism, Tsukihime. I will add those to the list, and the list keeps growing and growing because I already have. Eva Vibe, Kuro Mukuro on Netflix has an Eva vibe because there's a girl who ends up having to pilot a mecha. She doesn't want to, but she's got the power. She's got the touch. She's got the touch. She's got the power. Yeah. Transformers the movie. Anyway, but she doesn't whine as bad as Shinji. By the time you get to where she is in the mech fighting, within 2 episodes, for whatever reason it is, she says, okay, I have to deal with this. Tell me what I need to do. And then, it sucks for her. There's parts of it she doesn't like, but she, kind of grits her teeth and says, okay, I gotta help. I gotta do, help out these critters, these creatures from another world are coming down. Aliens, I'm gonna do my part. As much as I hate it, I'll just, steel myself and just go, ooh. And that's Mao. And she doesn't Shinji whine. So it's like, wah, Shinji, wah. So I was enjoying that. And so that's on hold right now, along with Fairy Tail, World Trigger, Black Clover. I'll get back to those soon. And yes, so I'm going to check out all these other ones. These big lists. Oh my God. So much. But it's so much fun. Isn't it? Because the world needs to be inspired by anime. Right? That's what it is. Right? And then, in addition to anime, we must be inspired by Bandori. Kizuna music. Right? Here we go. Alright, so it is now almost 10 after 10. I'm going to... We'll call it a night. We'll meet back here next week. And I think, actually, next week, if you guys don't mind, I have to work late. So I'm going to get home late. I'm probably not going to start the stream until 9 p.m. By the time I get home and eat dinner, it's going to be past 8 o'clock. Because I have to work till 6:30 next week Pacific time. So it's going to take me a little more time. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to start the stream at 9. Or I may start closer to quarter to 9. We'll call it 9, even probably quarter to 9. So 8:45. I'll put that on the stream notes for next time. So I hope you guys can join me. May, Amber, Haru, I know if you're still there. Laura, I know you were there. I hope you had a lot of fun. Field Medic, Delta, Jay, Stuka, glad you guys were able to make it tonight. Ayako, I know he's already gone. Who else did we have? Where's Japanese fan? Wait, I'm missing. Where'd he go? He's in here somewhere. He's the one who told me about where did you go, dude? There he is. Legendary anime JP fan. Legendary. Legend. I'm gonna call you Legend. Thank you for coming in. Yes, Origairu. I'm in the middle of Horimiya and Quintessential. Horimiya. So next week I'm going to talk about some more of what I've watched. I'm going to talk Nagatoro. I have thoughts on Nagatoro. The new one just dropped today. I'm going to talk about that and I'm going to talk about Saints Magic Power because there's some stuff that's happening on there, and then I'm going to cover the watch list or the list. I know I mentioned to Amber, it's an event. What do I mean by an event? I'm going to talk about that next week. All right. We'll take care, and we'll see you next week. All right. Good night, folks.